Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to OzFx, and I want to start doing some videos where I just kind of review what happened throughout the week and kind of go over the trades that I took throughout the week, because I feel like a lot of people learn better from seeing actual application of concepts and not just the concepts themselves. So let's dive right into it, and we're going to start with the DXY, right? So DXY is something that I always look at the beginning of the week, because I like to get an idea of what I think the market is going to do throughout the week based on my analysis, right? And as you can see here, this line right this line right here is the start of the week, okay? So let's go down time frames a little bit to the 4 hour. As you can see, this is the start of the week. This is where price opened, and I had this order block mapped out right here, because when I was looking at this, I've been waiting to decide whether I feel the DXY is going to turn bearish or not. And the thing that I said about this is, here, let me get my tool here, is so price on the DXY has been going like this, right? It keeps going higher and higher. And then we set a high into the market. And then we came down, we took out there was little bits of structure in here, but we came down and we made this low here. And then we came back up. We did not break this high right here, so that's your first failure swing. And then we came down and we broke structure. And I wanted to see, so as of right now, this right here where I'm at, this is considered to be this low right here, and this high would be considered to be this high right here. Okay, so what I wanted to see is, I was curious to whether the market was going to just come up and go through all this, or if it was going to come up, post another high right here, and continue to go down. So as of right now, we're about like right here in terms of price action, right? We've had two lower highs, and now we're waiting to see if we get another lower low. If we get another lower low, then I'm going to be really looking for shorts as far as the DXY is concerned, but I don't actually trade the DXY. I just use it for my analysis. So let's get rid of that. And so as you can see, that kind of gives me a narrative to the market. Now, what I'm waiting for next week is maybe a move below this low and maybe below this low, taking all the liquidity and just following the market structure. So let's move on. We'll look at Euro USD, and we will talk about what I did on Euro USD this week. It wasn't a lot. I had 2 trades on Euro USD. And now remember, if the DXY is falling, Euro USD should be going up. We've had higher highs this week. The entire week we had higher highs. Let me show you. It should be easy to see. Oh, never mind. Okay. High, low, high, low. And now we're right here, waiting to see if we're going to post another high or if we're just going to go down. Which this has been creating trend line liquidity this entire time. Let me show you right here. Perfect trend line liquidity right there. So there's a bunch of people looking at this as a trend line, saying this is going to continue to go up. But we're not here to talk about what's going to happen. I'm here to just show you what happened and what I can do. So where did price open? Okay, price opened right here, right after tapping into this order block. So it kind of was a weird spot, right? But what I seen was this order block here, and both of my trades here are actually counter trend during this retracement. I should have been selling down, but I got in where I got in. Let's go down to the 1 hour so I can show you. Okay, so first one, literally, what time did this one start? Okay, so this one I got in during the New York session, playing off of this order block. Let me see. And I got out up here at the open price. I used the open price and the fact that we came into a supply zone and we started to pause in movement, and I just took my profits and I got out, and that was about a 1.5 risk to reward. And then down here I'll show you what happened in that one. I don't think this one really needs a breakdown because there's nothing on the lower time frame here that suggests anything. So let's go down to this one. Okay, let's go down to the 15-minute. All right. So what happened over here, actually no, I do have to go out to the 4-hour to show you first why I even considered getting in this trade. Okay, so you got to look at it like this. This entire down move over here was a point of interest. Okay, that's the reason my eyes were drawn to this. We had taken all the liquidity from this previous run up here. All this came down and took all this liquidity. So I had a reason to look for entries here. I actually got to go to the 5-minute to show you this. My computer is being super slow. Let me get over here. Okay. So this trade's pretty simple. This frames the idea that all you need is a point of interest, order block, imbalance, whatever it is, and then you want price to come into it, right? Making structure on the way down, and then you want it to come in and you want it to just break a high, retrace, and go. That's literally all you need in trading. And if you want to do a simplified approach, right? And what do we have here? Okay, we got price coming down, right? Making highs and lows. And then what happens here? Once we get above this high here, boom, had my entry framed off this right here, retracement back into that after breaking that high, and we continued to move. I didn't catch the high all the way up here, but I caught the meat of the move, which is all that mattered to me. Okay, and this one was a 1 to 3. So risking 5%, I'm already, 0.5%, that would have been 1.5%, and then my other trade would have been about 0.75%. So at this point, I'm up 2% on the week. Okay, AUD USD. Let's go out to the 4-hour first. Should let's start on the daily. Why is my computer being so slow? Hold on. Okay, we got the daily here. Now, you got to remember that we overall are bearish on AUD USD. Pretty much anything with AUD, XXX USD. Let me get rid of all these lines here. Boom, boom, boom. Did I trade AUD USD this week? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I can see it. Okay. So I had one trade off of this, and it's framed off of this idea here. Literally, you had an order block here, right? Moving all the way over. You could refine this all the way up to the very last institutional candle before the drop, okay? And then I'm going to go down to the 1 hour to show you the signs and why I got into this, all right? So what happened? Let me get rid of this. We came into this order block. We started breaking structure right here. Right here. Started breaking structure right there. I'm going to make this a little bit darker because you can probably barely see it. Okay, started breaking structure right here. We retraced back into this order block right here, and that could have been an entry there. I didn't get it though. We came back up, created an order block before taking this structure right here, okay? And then so that right there already was enough for me to take an entry, but some other things happened before I could even get to the entry. We created liquidity right here in relative equal highs, and then we broke through the lows of that, taking even more liquidity and creating even more liquidity down here, okay? And then that set in a way for us to look at this, pull a fib all the way down to here, And look how price came right back up into the fib zone, right back into the order block, and it dropped. So there was multiple reasons for getting in this trade. You got the liquidity resting down here. You got the multiple structure breaks, because ultimately this did come down below this, but I just feel like there's going to be a lot of people looking at that. There's a lot of orders still down there that had their stop losses sitting down a little bit more. And there was imbalance up here. This was also inside of the fib zone. There was liquidity right here that the market had to take to get up to it. You always want liquidity to be involved in your trades, right? And then it dropped. And I took profits at the right spot, because if I would have held it, I would have got stopped out later on during the news. And what was this? This was a 1.5 RR as well. And that was the only trade I took on this one this week. So let's see. Let's look at gold. Okay. Did I delete my trades on gold? I think I took my trade planners off of gold. Well, I know I had some trades on gold this week. I just don't know where they were at anymore. I'm pretty sure I posted them on social media, but I do not remember where they were. I think it was actually this right here, this move down. I think I caught a lot of this move. Let me go down and look and see what it looks like. No, it was this move right here. Okay? It was this move. And now that I know what move I was looking at, I can show you what happened here. Okay, so the way I look at order blocks is, this is an area of interest. And why is that? Because this broke structure. This structure was broken right here. If I go out on the 4 hour, I'm going to have to show this because some people aren't going to look at this the right way. You can see it a little bit better. Order block all the way out. Okay, let's go back down to the 15. That was my reason for looking at this. Okay. And then what happened here was, come on, computer. I was looking at this high right here as liquidity that needed to be taken. That's something that you always want to look at, because there's an element of a stop run in this trade. Okay? And I think I have to go down even farther. Yep, this was the trade right here. All right, so it might have actually been on the 1 minute that I did all this. We started tapping into my area of interest, right? And I noticed these wick rejections. That's just something that I specifically pay attention to. And I was looking at these levels right here to get taken. This wick right here went through it, came back up. I still wasn't in it. This wick came down through it and wick down through it again. So I looked at this market as needing to go down. And then I'm pretty sure I took this order block and I got in the move. I know for a fact I did not catch it all. I know for a fact that I did not catch it all. I think I caught it to about here. I did not catch it all, which it is what it is. I got my 1% for the day and I got out. And if you do not believe that I got this trade, you know what? Let me just confirm that this was a real trade. Was it in the wins? Right here. It was, see, right here, right here, right here, right here. So it looks like I even got in a little earlier, honestly, from that diagram there. So let's keep on chucking. I'm pretty sure I caught an Ethereum trade on Sunday. Yep, right there. No, that wasn't it. It was this one up here. All right. I mean, this one's very easy to see, right? I don't even have to take you out, but everybody knows that Ethereum has, for the most part, been bearish. There's been bullish moments, but it's been very bearish. And what we have here, you see I had this line drawn here. It came down. We tapped into this previous imbalance, okay? I will actually take you out and show you why I took this trade a little bit. This imbalance right here in confluence with this breaker right here. If you don't know what a breaker is, that's fine. We will go over it. There was also imbalance up here, okay? And we tapped into that imbalance, and then we started moving down. So that was my reason for looking at this trade. Boom, 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 boom. Down onto the 15. And this is at hourly order block. I was waiting for the structure that was set in here to be taken. It did take it. It came all the way down to here. If you want to put a fib on it, you can. It disrespected the fib a little bit, but ultimately it came down and closed inside of the fib. And it had built up all of this liquidity right here to get taken, which it took it. A big movement up into it. This was a pending order that I had here, and the move down. And this was a 1 to 4, so that's 2% since I only risk 0.5%. And there you go. That's another quality trade. I caught the meat of the trade. I didn't catch the bottom, but it is what it is. Pretty sure I caught a small one on US 30. Maybe not. I caught 2 trades on US 30. So I caught this one. This one was actually a position trade I got in on the daily, and I just took my profit here. That's all this one is. And then this one was completely me trading FOMC and framing off of a stop hunt right here. Also framing the fact that we were still inside of the daily order block. And I literally market executed here, and I closed it here because I wasn't sure if it was going to stop here or not. It was FOMC. I got a 1 to 2.5, and I got out. Yes, I mean, look at all the money I left on the table. Like, that sucks, but it is what it is. It was FOMC. Better safe than sorry. I shouldn't have even been trading it anyways, to be honest. But yeah, that's all I really did on US 30 this week. There was another trade here at the bottom of this down here. And why is this a move here? I can just kind of show you this right now. This is a breaker block, okay? And why is it a breaker block? Because one, it broke structure right here where I already have it marked, but it broke it right there. And it took the liquidity that was resting above right there as well. And so it sets in a point right here in the market, considered the breaker block, because it broke structure to the upside and then dropped and broke structure again. And a lot of times trades can form right there. And this would have been a very good move. Let's see here. What is that? It's a big move. Okay, so I'm pretty sure USD CAD was my only other trade. Not USD Chef, USD CAD. Where's USD CAD? Right here. Bear with me. Okay, we're on the 15-minute. Go back to the 4-hour. Hopefully I didn't delete my trades. Okay, there was only one trade that I took on this. I missed this big drop here. I didn't believe that we were going to go down. I wasn't sure, you know what I mean? Especially not after all the price action that happened throughout the week. But what happened here, okay? Go over, because we got to get some insight. let's see, you got somewhere in this zone and somewhere in this zone. Let's actually go to the 4 hour to get a more solid viewpoint, right? Okay. Order block right here. A refined order block. You could have even had a trade right here. I did not. But that's the reason we were looking at this area, right? Now let's go down time frames to show you how I got involved in the trade, right? So we had this right here. We had a break up, break down, manipulation, right? And then we came up here, formed an order block right here as we broke structure up to here, came all the way up here and broke structure up here. And then we did what? We retraced back down into it. I can already tell by looking at it that the fib was not very healthy on this one. Yep, I mean, the body's respected. The body's respected. The wicks kind of came down, but all the volume was up here inside of the fib zone, right? I mean, and this one was just clear cut, right? You got a displacement of structure. It took these highs, it took this high, and I mean, it did stop here, but that gave us a target. We had a target to go through this and to go through this. And while that happened, I didn't catch that. I just took what it gave me at the time, right? So what I got a 1 to 6 on this one. And the reason I got out of this one was because of this order block right here. It started to pause right in here. So I was like, let me just get out of this trade. And if you look here, as I got denoted here, there was even another chance to catch all of this move from here up to here. I didn't catch it. This was FOMC. I wasn't watching USD CAD on FOMC, but as you can see here, this is an order block in here, extended out in time, perfect mitigation, took liquidity right here, and off to the races to take the liquidity here, here, and even in here. All right, so that's it. That's what I did this week. I'm going to continue to do these videos, and hopefully there are concepts that I can keep throwing in with them as well, so that you can see the application of smart money concepts. And until next time, good trading, guys, and peace.